under the patronage of Ambassador Andrzej Jaroszyński, brought together Australians of Aboriginal, Irish and Polish heritage, and all were happy to receive the hospitable welcome to country by the Narigo elders, Aunties Ray and Rachel. It's early morning in Moonbar, old country church grounds, bucolic fields. Build it and they will come. Sir Paul Edmund Strzelecki, the great Australian explorer of Polish origin, is the connecting factor. Over 4 years, he walked 7,000 miles across many different tribal lands without a single violent incident. Strzelecki respected tribal territorial property rights and was sympathetic to Aboriginal culture, and it was a mutual respect. It was this friendship of Aboriginal guides that helped him survive his journeys. Soon after his return to England, Strzelecki went to Ireland at the height of the Great Hunger. He helped save nearly 250,000 Irish children from starvation. The picnic held at St Thomas's church grounds honoured Strzelecki's humanitarian deeds. It was so wonderful to have Councillor Neen Pendergast with us. She is of Irish origin and her husband was a descendant of Thomas Pendergast, who donated the land. Speeches, songs and Celtic tunes played by Lynn and Darrell from Canberra Celtic Pipe Band echoed across the surrounding hills. Polish folkloric ensembles like Konik and Kujawy danced elegant polonaises and fiery obereks on a portable stage provided by an Irish friend. The Kosciuszko heritage publication about Strzelecki's humanitarian work in Ireland was launched on that day, memories that are now on film.
And may Almighty God bless us all, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. And may we always walk together, background, whatever society or culture we come from.
Yes, indeed, Father Miller. May we always walk together, whatever our background. We can see it reflected in Saturday's Mass, and it's exactly what Kosciuszko stands for. Equal human rights for all, irrespective of culture, race, gender, or religion. Kosciuszko is a truly multicultural festival.
I wish to acknowledge the traditional custodians of Monaro land, Narigo people. And we've got a representative of those people here. Narigo elders, Auntie Rachel Mallet and Auntie Ray, Solomon Stewart.
Great. I wish you welcome to the country from the Monaro Narigo people.
On behalf of Snowy River Shire, I extend to you all a very special welcome to this weekend's Cosy Fest on this beautiful autumn day in this beautiful and important and historic part of the Monaro region. Significantly, this year, there is a special focus on the Nagario people, the original custodians of this land, and the friendship bonds that unite us all. I would recommend tomorrow's friendship flights over Mount Kosciuszko, the Australian pronunciation, unfortunately, in what promises to be a magnificent day for a scenic experience.
Strzelecki was an awesome man, good-looking and courageous. I'd like to know that gentleman. For one thing, he was famous. Oh, picked a daisy for a girl, the snowy mountain flower. A dinner was his sweetheart's name. True love gave him the power. Oh, picked a daisy for a girl, the snowy mountain's flower. A dinner was his sweetheart's name. True love gave him the power. He found that precious souvenir with spirits of the mountains. They blessed Kosciuszko's Polish name, the fearless freedom fighter. Now the mountains hold a special run, and lots of people taking part. Who'll be first to touch the flag, to win the race and take the prize? Now the mountains hold a special run, and lots of people taking part. Who'll be first to touch the flag, to win the race and take the prize? Australia is a wonderland for all who love the freedom. Its blooming snowy daisy plant unites the nation's wisdom. So come and get to know the place.
Dignitaries,
Aunties Ray and Rachel, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Dzień dobry. I'm sorry, my pronunciation is normally horrible. I'd like to congratulate Kosciuszko Heritage and the Jindabyne Aero Club for all the hard work that they've done in organising today's celebrations. Today's Moomba Festival provides a valuable opportunity to celebrate the history of friendship and collaboration between the Aboriginal and Polish Australians of the Snowy Mountains region.
The idea of Polish Aboriginal fraternity flights over Mount Kosciuszko and the adjoining region is a great idea, really, a very creative one, a very unusual one. And as part of these festivals, called usually Cozy Fest or under different names over the Moomba this year. And so I would like to congratulate mainly and personally Ernestyna Skuriat-Kozak on this wonderful idea.
It only remains to wish you all a great day, and I hope everybody enjoys the flying, and either as passengers or watching the show. Thank you very much.
The most important passenger on that flight is Auntie Ray. So please be ready. I'll finish with the names in a moment. And all the passengers, please gather there next to the planes. You will be escorted there and be ready. And you've got to be seated 20 minutes before the takeoff.
This side?
Yes.
You need to put your seatbelt on?
Okay.
Oh, and then do you think you'll be able to climb onto that and then jump into the front seat?
What means you get on the other side to help her from the other side?
It was a very good experience. We had very nice views. We flew below the clouds, so we had a very clear view on the Kosciuszko mountain peak. We saw very clearly people there waving to us, and very good aircraft, very nice weather, very good conditions.
I really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed going over to all the mountains, Monero country, because it was wonderful to go overhead to see part of my country, and remembered all my elders that used to live in the mountains many years ago. But we haven't left. Monero people are still here, and we'll go on living here, this area for a very, very long time. Because I got my younger generation, my grandson and my great-granddaughter, and it goes down and down and down. And it's always been a long length of family. And I think the thought of going over that mountain remind me of all the old people that used to live up in the mountain. Oh yes, it was beautiful. Beautiful scenery, and I enjoyed every moment of it. They're wonderful pilots and beautiful gentlemen.
My mountain, Kosciuszko, is your mountain too. It's a mountain for all Aussies and visitors too. Whatever you do and whatever you believe, it's a mountain that reminds us that we're lucky to be free. It's a mountain which unites us and excites us from within. It's a place no one cares about the color of your skin. This mountain invites us in a very special way. It's the spirit of Kosciuszko that lives on into this day. when the snows have melted and the sun warms the rocks, when the pretty mountain flowers show off their colored frocks, turn round happy faces up to endless summer skies, touched by the gentle wings of a heavenly host of butterflies.
A to powiedziawszy pokazał im ręce i bok. Uradowali się zatem uczniowie, ujrzawszy Pana. A Jezus znowu rzekł do nich: pokój wam.
Nasz papież na Wawelu u twojego grobu Polska żarwią chrześcijaństwa, Chrystusem narodów. Nie damy się Europie jej wyglu rozpuścić i to będzie widać zewsząd, aż z góry Kościuszki. Wobec Ciebie, naczelniku, jak z rodzinnej pieśni, wobec Ciebie, Tadeuszu, jesteśmy. Wobec Ciebie, naczelniku, jak z Bogu rodzicy, wobec Ciebie, Tadeuszu, wszyscy.
Spiritually present in the flights and throughout the festival was the late John Hospodarek. It was fitting to hear his voice singing about Kosciuszko and Strzelecki, evoking unity, fraternity and togetherness, feeling so strong that, can you believe it, even the helicopter joined in with the dance.
If you want to speak, you have to press that little button, right? You'll hear everybody talking, but you have to press that button to speak to Grandma or to Mike the pilot or whatever you like. Really shit when you go. Of course they do.
Just to make it. So the microphone comes in and just touches your lips. I might just change your a bit later.
To get in the easiest way, put that foot in first.
Can I just take it off for a sec so I don't hurt you? There you go. I'll just have to push yours in. There we go. Tight, that's all right. I think we'll be able to hear.
Do you want to take a big...
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm going to take it.
There you go. Okay. Yep, that's good. Right, and can I just lean forward? Can you just lean forward then?
This one goes in the side one.
There you go. Now, all you need to do is push that when you're going to talk.
Hang on.
You've got to remember to let it go and you stop talking. Otherwise, nobody else can talk. Okay, all right? Okay. You happy? Now this you can open and shut any time you like. You can slide your window open, get air or not get air, whatever you want. Right?
The mountain looks different when you fly over it. It's not like when we usually come as during the snow times, and it's all white. But this time to look at the mountain and the lakes, it was just remember the times they've had the bushfire that comes through, the trees are all burnt and dry. They're only coming back to life in the last few years. I enjoy it. I never thought we'd ever fly over the tops of all that Kosci and see, and the rest beyond Kosci. And we look forward to catching up probably next year when you have the next.
Oh, great to hear. Next
Yes,
year.
we'll come along. We'll just come along and say hello again.
It was very fun.
Another Narigo friend decided to fly along with our Consul General. So we've got yet another one extra flight Cessna with Michael Fisher. So Mr. Groman, Doris Payton with her granddaughter.
I'm Doris Payton. As you know, Auntie Rachel is my mother, and on my mother's side I'm Ngarigo, and I come up here often with my mother. I love this country too. It's my country of my great-grandparents and of my ancestors. My main job, I'm a manager of an education unit in a TAFE college, and my main background is in education. I also have a passion and an interest in history, so I do a lot of writing about history as well. A lot of family history as well as local history, mostly in Gippsland, and I teach a lot of community people about culture and history in our country, and language. My mother speaks Ngarigo language, as Auntie Rachel, and we have been brought up with language about this country.
Careful though.
I know. I know.
She had fun. That was so fun. Oh my god.
That was awesome.
Oh my god.
What was the best bit?
You see what we missed? The best bit was going backwards and the helicopter dancing.
The valse. We did the valse.
Yeah. You enjoyed that?
Spectacular.
Yeah.
Truly spectacular.
Thanks, mate.
That was so wonderful.
Vicky Hospodarik of the Laconic Ensemble is the daughter of the singer John Hospodarik, who died 2 weeks ago, and she's brave enough to come here to conquer her grief and be here with us today.
Over the Moon Bar, an idea conceived by the festival organisers to foster a spirit of togetherness, of brotherhood and sisterhood. Day 2 action, Polish and Aboriginal fraternity flights over Mount Kosciuszko in 3 light planes and a helicopter. Local pilots Michael Fisher, Ian Funnell, Mike Roberts and Paul Duncan from the Jindabyne Aero Club donated their time and talents. 10 flights in all, including the Honourable Peter Phelps, representing the Premier of New South Wales, and Polish Consul General Daniel Groman. Yes, indeed, Father Miller. May we always walk together, whatever our background.
In the 1840, 1840